Hello everyone and welcome back to the Exotic Fruit YouTube channel. Today we've got yet another episode of Team Taste Testing, and this week it's a bit of a zingy, fun, zesty one because we're going to be trying 3 different types of exotic lime. Now normally you wouldn't necessarily eat limes by themselves. You might squeeze their juice into different dishes, you might use their zest, you know, whatever. You might add them to a drink, have them as garnish. But today we're going to be trying them plain simple by themselves to really judge how these limes taste. So I'm a little bit scared about this because I don't do very well with like really sour or really bitter things. Like people that just eat lemons by themselves, I don't get it. So each member of the team is going to come in, they're going to try each variety of lime, we're going to say what we think about the taste, the texture, the smell, all of that good stuff, and then we're going to rate them from best to worst to let you know the real deal about these exotic limes.
Limes, I love key limes. I do love key limes. Key lime in the morning with some chia seeds is incredible. Really good for digestion. So yeah, I do like my lime. This one here, finger lime, incredible. It's like a fruit version of caviar. It is delicious. Really, really, really good. I actually spread this on toast.
I've had these ones. My mum is from the Philippines and we will eat those with all of the fish and rice. And
Do you usually like limes in general?
with a tequila. Is there no tequila here?
I've tried finger limes and Kaffir lime, but I've never tried Calamansi, so I'm quite looking forward to that. I cook with them like Thai, green curry. Yeah, they smell awesome. Close your eyes. You can literally like imagine being in Thailand.
I've tried the finger lime before. I like limes, but used in a drink.
Right, here we are, time to taste some limes, I guess. I've tried finger limes before, I love finger limes. I've never tried either of these, so interested to see what they're like. First up, we have the Kaffir lime or Makrut lime. These are small and green with a distinctive bumpy skin. Both the fruit and the leaves are very aromatic and fragrant, so you can smell them before you see them. They originate from Southeast Asia, particularly Thailand, Indonesia and Malaysia. Nowadays they're also grown in Australia and parts of the US, including Florida and California. The aromatic zest of Kaffir limes is often used in drinks, flavouring pastes and for infusing oils. The leaves are also used in traditional Thai dishes such as tom yum soup. The juice of the fruit can be very tart and sour and slightly bitter, whilst the zest gives us a strong and fragrant citrus flavour. Let's see what the team thinks. This one has such an interesting, unique skin. Oh my god, it smells phenomenal. It smells really, really fragrant and floral and strong.
This one looks very aggressive.
Oh, I've never actually tasted the flesh on these. It's really, it's really sharp with like another taste that I can't really describe.
Definitely gets your cheekbones. Definitely very, very sharp.
I've literally just like touched my tongue on it and I can already tell this is going to be bitter.
Very tangy. Smells really strong and quite it's got a weird little fruity smell as well.
It smells like Thailand.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good. Strong. Very strong and sharp tasting. I can't help but think that'll go lovely with the tequila.
Oh wow. Very fragrant. Very citrusy. Woo. Okay.
That's like if you took a lime flavour and you just condensed it into a really, really compact, intense ball of lime flavour. The texture is really hard, and then as soon as you bite into that hardness, it just bursts with juice.
Very bitter, but nice tasting. That is very nice tasting.
I want to say it's like flowery.
I guess it is a little bit, yeah, it's just like a bit floral.
It's quite firm, quite juicy.
I'd say at the forefront it's sharp, and then behind that it's bitter. But then it's also got a lot of floral coming in from the sides.
Yeah, this is very noticeably different from a normal lime. It's got much more of a tangier taste, quite bitter, but with a sweet sort of floral taste, aftertaste to it.
I reckon that'd be good on some noodles or just with a tequila.
Not by itself.
Not by itself, no. I mean, don't really go around eating limes by themselves, but
Yeah, very strong.
It's a flavour explosion, that's for sure. It's weirdly enjoyable, weirdly nice, although it made me pull that face. It's like a normal lime, but better. Next we have the Calamansi lime, also known as Philippine lime. These are very small and have a distinctive orange coloured flesh. They originate from the Philippines and other parts of Southeast Asia, and nowadays they're also grown in places like Malaysia, Indonesia, southern China, India and the Caribbean. Calamansi limes are a key ingredient in Filipino cuisine. They're used to add a zesty kick to marinades and drinks, and even as a condiment. They're even a popular ingredient in skincare due to their high vitamin C content and their skin brightening properties. Calamansi is known for its tart and tangy flavour with a hint of sweetness, and you can even eat the skin. Let's see what the team thinks. Okay, next up. This one is tiny. It looks like a little key lime on the outside, but then on the inside it has this orange colour, which is very unique.
Looking very juicy. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Calamansi. Oh, I'm quite excited for this because they look really, really, really juicy.
Well, flesh-wise, it looks more like an orange type product, but
I like those.
Ooh, okay. I don't know if my mind's playing tricks on me just because it's orange in colour, but I feel like I'm getting orange notes. It definitely tastes a lot more citrusy than this one, I think. It's got more of a fruity, citrusy, orangey flavour to it. And it's still very, very sharp, but it's not necessarily like sour or bitter. It's just sharp, zingy.
This one smells good, much more juicy and fruity than the other one. The other one smelled more sour. This one smells more fruity, more uplifting. Definitely looks more inviting as well.
Oh yeah, really juicy. They look very, very sharp.
well, quite sharp, like a grapefruit. It's actually softer flesh, possibly slightly more juicy.
Again, really enjoyable.
Oh, that's good. Very sweet, very juicy, but with a tangy aftertaste.
They are very bitter. I'd say more sort of sour than this one, and not, what did I say earlier with that one? Floral. Yeah, it's just proper, just citrus bitter.
That's much, much sharper and stronger.
When that juice hits your tongue, it's like painful, but in a good way. That's how sharp it is.
Oh, I like that one a lot. I was even eating the seeds as well. Like, that's good. I like that one.
And lastly, we have the finger lime, also known as caviar lime. These are elongated and can vary from green to pink to black in colour. They originate from the rainforests of Australia, particularly in Queensland and New South Wales. Nowadays they're also grown in the US, particularly California. They're filled with these small pearl-like vesicles that resemble caviar, hence their name. The vesicles inside, often just referred to as lime caviar, are filled with juice, and they're highly prized in gourmet cuisine, either as a garnish or as an ingredient in various seafood dishes, salads, desserts and cocktails. They offer a really unique texture and a burst of citrus flavour that's slightly tart and floral. Let's see what the team thinks of this one. Okay, last one, finger limes. I love finger limes mainly because of their texture.
This one's definitely my favourite one. I spread this one on toast a lot.
Wow, this one looks interesting. I've seen these, I've never tried one. Looks like caviar.
Yeah.
Finger lime. Oh, I love these.
Little eggs or like little pearls inside. They sort of almost snap in your mouth.
I just love the way that the beads look when you squeeze them out. I love that when you bite them, they burst with juice. I love the sound it makes when you crunch them. Let me show you what this sounds like.
I know for a fact this one goes well with like everything I've eaten it with, which is pretty much everything.
That's really very sharp. That is a bit like caviar, isn't it? Just minus the salty fish.
Yeah. Compared to the others, this has more of a sweet flavour, but it's not sweet. It's just more sweet than these.
That's nice. I like it.
One of my favourites, like perfect with like a nice, cool, refreshing drink in the summer. Gin and tonic, something like that. Like really, really citrusy, but it's like the texture, like the little bubbles that get stuck in your teeth, and it's like when they pop, you just get this like burst of citrus. It's really, really decent. That's like, yeah, one of my favourites for sure.
Sharp, but not as sharp as either of these two. I would say sweeter, definitely, than these two.
I love the way these little things pop in your mouth like bubbles.
It's quite strange because the little balls are quite solid and they're crunchy when you bite through them.
I do like these actually. Little pearls of sharpness.
I feel like they're so satisfying to eat. And also it looks so cool. Like I feel like anything that you garnished with finger lime beads would immediately just look really interesting and really expensive.
It's not too bitter, not too sour. It's like the perfect combination of fruity and sour.
Very citrusy, strong flavoured.
This is definitely the only one that I would just eat on its own by choice, you know? These two I would use in dishes, in recipes, in drinks. This one I would actually eat by itself.
Oh, that's so good. I could just eat this raw.
Chris puts it on toast. Okay, it's just a bit bizarre.
On toast. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it on toast.
Okay, let's rate these. It's gonna have to be 1, 2, 3.
This one's definitely my best. This one's very close behind due to its juiciness, and this one great with tequila, but not by itself.
Okay, I'm going to go on to number one. It's a tough one between these two because they're so different. I'm going to go second on this one and then this one last. There's nothing wrong with this. I like this. It's a good flavour. I prefer the flavour of this one to this one, but I feel like I would utilise that more.
It's a bit of a weird one because this wasn't my favourite in terms of the overall taste, but in terms of an experience, it's the fact it takes me to Thailand. Every time I get within like a foot of it, I can smell it now and it just reminds me of Thailand. So it's like, that just has to be number one. Finger limes are probably my best tasting, they're second. Calamansi, nothing wrong with it, but I've just not ever used it anywhere yet. So again, I imagine it's nice in a really, really nice drink, but that's maybe one for the summer.
That's my favourite one for eating purposes, and possibly the Kaffir one, and then the Calamansi? Calamansi even, okay.